Your mind, it is like a gun. And you want to load it up with little itty bitty bullets of knowledge.
What's going on, family? It's your guy Boro, the lucky Libra, and as you can see by the title, we picking up the Mars through the sign series with Mars through Leo. So let's get right into it. But before we get right into it, family, I got a Patreon, so y'all want to make sure y'all check that out. Now let's get right into it. So what's Mars? All right, family, when we talk about Mars, this is our passions. All right, Mars is the tool we using when we setting some intentions, when we trying to get some shit done, when we trying to accomplish something. All right, Mars is our willpower. Mars is our vitality. Okay, Mars is how we take our actions. Mars carry out the duties and obligations of the sun. Okay, so when the sun need to get some shit done, is looking at Mars like, all right, Mars, we about to go on a mission. All right, and when Mars don't get to meet its passions and its goals and the intentions that it sets, it can turn into anger and frustration. All right, so we run into a lot of anger and frustration wherever Mars is at. Now when we look at Leo, all right, this is fixed fire ruled by the sun. All right, so this is the energy that likes to stay consistent or stubborn on the ways that they deal with their creative expression, how they like to creatively present themselves, be seen or look. All right, so when we put Mars here, when we put Mars in Leo, okay, Mars likes this temperament. Mars likes like that fire temperament. All right, and when it's in Leo, this is a person that's very passionate towards how they're expressing their creativity to the world. So depending on if this person's a business person, an entrepreneur, an artist, a rapper, singer, talk show host, want to be on TV, these people have a real passionate pursuit for these things. These are your artists that don't want to compromise with any forms of stability or career. Like, nah, my passion is my art. This is what I got. This is like some Mars and Leo people. Excuse me. Some Mars and Leo people be looking at their art like this is all I got. This was gonna get me from point A to B. They'll shift in and focus on that so much to get them from here, there, and when you trying to get something off the ground, you're supposed to dial in and focus on it, but it could block opportunities in a way because Mars and Leo people see things the way they see things. Mars and Leo people see things the way they see things. So it's like here, you guys could be stubborn towards how you creatively express yourself, towards how you take advice and help for these things. You guys could deal with insecurities and vulnerabilities when people critique how you express yourself. I don't know why my camera gets so dark. I'm trying to figure out why it's like that. Alright, so I'm gonna figure that out. So those are the energy, like this is the line here, the lioness. Okay, so it's like when you throw Mars here, this person has way more passion and pride than the regular line. And this line is ready to, like, there ain't no insecurities with how it's being seen in the jungle. Like, nah, this line is passionate and it deal with confrontation, and it'll really show the confrontation when you come in front of how they express themselves, how they want to connect to their forms of entertainment or what make them feel good. Mars and Leo people dive head first, really passionate, set a lot of intentions towards the things that they want to do for entertainment and how they like to have fun. These people, Mars and Leo people are like, they're damn near natural entertainers, man. They're natural entertainers. Like the Mars and Leo people could dance. They could motherfucking dance. They know how to move their body. They love to move their body. Anything that's dealing with like expressions and movement of the body and movement and things that catch the eye and action, choreography, art, like that like Mars and Leo gravitate towards all of that. All right. Now, Leo's dealing with how we express ourselves and how we're seen, especially for our creative and artistic expression. All right. So when you put Mars here, this person creatively, this person expresses themselves the way they want to express themselves. And, once again, y'all can manifest that. I won't even say confrontation. Y'all could just manifest them situations where it's hard for people to even communicate or tell you certain things, because we know how y'all gonna take it. We know y'all might take it a little personal. All right, with Mars and Leo. Mars and Leo can take things personal. All right. I like to say some Leo placements that could be dramatic. Well, shit. Sun, Moon, Rising, all them Leo placements could be dramatic. But when you got Mars and Leo, this is a different type of drama. This is a different type of dramatic here with Mars and Leo. This is an electrifying, dynamic, dramatic out this motherfucker. When Mars and Leo don't get their way, oh man, it's hell to pay. When Mars and Leo don't get their way, it's hell to pay. You got to make sure when you dating Mars and Leo, you making sure the spotlight is they getting some of that. They not feeling like they not being seen in the relationship. So it's not even more so about like super validating them, which they love that shit. They ain't got no problem with that shit. But it's more so about them feeling like you're looking at them, you're like, you like them, you're interested in them, like however you gotta express it, communicate it, relate it. They gotta know that Mars and Leo. They gotta feel that. They gotta see that fire, feel and see, and that's where their passions is at. All right. Mars and Leo need to work on some mother flipping patience. Mars and Leo, y'all need to work on some patience. When y'all catch a vision, see something, whether it's a possession, dream, concept, idea, personal relationship, aspiration, like we know, like you got some crazy willpower, Mars and Leo. You got crazy endurance, Mars and Leo. But you got to learn to pace yourself when it comes to certain journeys that you walk for how you dealing with goals of dealing with maybe creatively expressing yourself, or a goal that you have with something you want to put in the light. You can be very impatient with these things. All right, you can want to connect to the feeling right away of how it feels to be seen, or have something that you're passionate about, or a creative attribute put in the light and gain attention. You can be real aggressive towards doing these things to the point that you may you may burn some opportunities by not being a little patient. You Mars and Leo people know how to get I ain't gonna say you guys know how to get attention, but just that it could be so aggressive in times, but y'all just so creative that y'all creativity ends up stealing the show anyways, Mars and Leo. Mars and Leo people end up learning so much about whatever they creatively into because it's something that they passionate about from young, like something that inspires them, that craves them from young. So they always setting intentions to connect to these things and want to get hands-on with these things, take action on these things. So when you're dealing with a Mars and Leo person and they're like in their 20s or 30s and like they pretty much goddamn they got so much experience with some form of creative expression, some form of creative ability, some form of how they placing creativity into how they do business or something, because it's something that they've been passionate about since they came in this motherfucker. All right. Mars and Leo, you guys can be very stubborn with how you see things. I just gotta emphasize that shit some more. You guys can be, I don't like how this camera is getting dark. I gotta figure this shit out. But Mars and Leo, you guys can be very stubborn with how you guys see things. You have to be careful that y'all don't clash in your relationships because your partner can't tell you something about you. Mars and Leo. Like, come on, Mars and Leo. You ain't perfect. Everybody could be better. So when y'all get people in y'all circle, y'all loyal, y'all like having a close knitted circle. So it's like, don't put these people in a position where they feel bad, they hesitant to tell you something about yourself, Mars and Leo, because goddamn, the drama could come out. And it's funny as hell, y'all be the type to friend tell you something about yourself, whatever, you eat that shit, and then later on you like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, like I felt the type of way when you said that, but it's all good, like it's cool, I understand where you coming from, like Mars and Leo is crazy, bro. But damn, it's like y'all just some creative motherfuckers. Y'all just, y'all creative, but y'all the pursuit to express the creativity to the world is just unmatched. So you can have a Mars and Leo, you can have a motherfucking, you know, motherfucking Pisces moon, Leo sun, Mars and Pisces, whatever, all type of creative energies. This person, you can have a person that's way more creative than the Mars and Leo person, but whatever it is the Mars and Leo person want to creatively express to the world, they go way harder than that other the person that's more creative probably goes. They go way harder to get the attention and get the light for their passions. They go way harder in placing their creative attributes as high priority, Mars and Leo. So Mars and Leo, depending on aspects, Mars and Leo may not, like Mars and Leo not gonna have issues dealing with how they want to creatively express themselves, putting their natural raw thoughts and feelings into the air, and they're consistent and stubborn with these things. So it's gonna be hard for them to even like sway how they feel about these things or how they see certain things, especially when it comes to something of how they being seen. Alright? So, you know, just like any energy, it plays out into positive and negatives. But shit, Mars and Leo will light your ass up if you don't, if you're the type of person that you know, holds back from expressing yourself in some type of shape or form. Your Mars and Leo friend gonna give you examples. Your Mars and Leo friend gonna give you examples of how to find ways to make your passion something that could be center staged in the room. Business, relationship, ideas, public speaking, it don't matter. Mars and Leo gonna find that. That's what they passionate about. That's what they setting intentions on. That's what they trying to push out to the world. Okay? So those are the energies for Mars and Leo for the most part. Just want to make sure I don't cap off on anything. Alright? Definitely hit on, you know, you guys being impatient. You know, your ability, you guys' ability to keep longevity on a passion as well. Mars and Leo people could be, you could be working on a creative gift, a creative pursuit for years, and you're like, nah, this shit, I'm gonna give life to this shit. I'm gonna give birth to this shit. I'm gonna give birth to this shit. Mars and Leo. Now we got Donald Trump, Beyonce Knowles, George Clooney, Hillary Clinton, alright? Amy Winehouse, Paul McCartney, Demi Moore, Michael Jordan. Salma Hayek, Frank Sinatra, Quentin Tarantino, Channing Tatum, Serena Williams, Kamala Harris, Adam Sandler. Alright, family, so y'all already know what it is. It's your guy Boro, the lucky Libra. Alright, tuning in, tuning out. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon and all that to keep walking this journey to self-discovery, alright, through astrology. Alright, so if you're interested, make sure you tap into that. Until next time, we picking it up with Venus. I'm all over the place. It's been a long, yo family, it's been a long day, man. I got all type of motherfucking notes, like, but guess what? It don't matter. We gonna get these energies out. we heading into 2021, man. We gotta be spiritually aware of what's going on in these streets, alright? And it starts with you knowing self. So next video we picking it up with Mars through Virgo. Until then, family, peace.